Yo, if you guys just clicked on this video, I had a legendary conversation with Willie Abreu. Willie is a good friend of mine. Willie played professional baseball for about 7 years, and last year he got his real estate license. Within 1 year, he was able to sell over $50 million worth of real estate. I need you guys to stay tuned. If you guys are a realtor, whether you're starting on your journey or you're trying to elevate your income on a monthly basis, Willie and I covered so many different topics that can help you guys elevate. I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Stay tuned until the end. So many different gems were talked about. I hope you guys enjoy. See you guys soon. Let's go.
For example, you have a class. Una clase, like you have a schedule, right? Like when do you go live?
Mondays and Wednesdays.
That's it.
No, but I'm in there every day with them, outside of hours. I care about the shit. So
Yeah.
we have a Monday class at 11:30 a.m., two and a half hours. And then Wednesdays, I always bring one of my top students or one of my mentors to teach like a mindset class. And then we have a cold call room that's open every day. And our students just hang out in there and make their calls together. And I hop in there as much as I can.
How does that work?
It's a Zoom, and we're all making calls. We're all on mute. If you get on a phone call, you raise your hand, you get unmuted, and people get to listen to your call, and then you guys discuss the call afterwards.
Oh,
it's dope, bro.
shoot.
So instead of you being in a room by yourself cold calling, you're on Zoom. Even if you're just looking at them, you're there with people. And if you have a question, I obviously position my students in a way where, let's say someone joins yesterday, and I have a Victor. Victor's one of my top students in Cleveland that's getting 8 to 10 deals a month with FISBOs. I'll connect them, and Victor's in the role play room, you know, like I'll say, hey, look, I got your coaching covered for the next 6 months, don't pay for it, just help my students out. And
He's a coach. He's a coach.
Yeah, I have like 8 to 12 of these really solid people in my group that pick up the new people, and then they start creating it's like they start creating coaches within coaches.
Yeah.
And when it's reciprocal, bro. When I pour in so much to you and I help your business grow, you're gonna want to help my business grow.
Yeah, of course.
And it becomes a community. So imagine instead of you making cold calls with new agents and your brokers that don't know what they're doing, you're getting on cold calls with some of the top agents in the country, and you get live feedback. And then I hop in there almost every day and make calls with you, show you how it's done. I lead, even though I'm not in production anymore, I make calls still to show them, to break it down. Like if they get on a call with somebody and they almost had it, I give me the number. I'll call them, get the appointment. Oh, that's what you would have said different. Okay, perfect. I help them do breakdowns. I help them do call reviews. It gets very technical for me. I'm not like it's not like a hoorah, like, come on, Willie, let's go. Like, it's like a very like, all right, you said this, and this was an ABC technique, and instead you should have said this because it would have affected the prospect in this way. He would have reacted in a different way. You would have, funneled the conversation in a different direction. You could have gotten the appointment. So it's very technical, and it's very much on my schedule, bro.
If you were to give me like one thing that's the most important thing to have when it comes to cold calling, what is it?
Full detachment from the outcome. Like not being interested in the result. Meaning like knowing that even though you're not making what you want to be making, you're going to get there. You're doing everything you can to prepare, and that you're not looking for clients. You're looking for the clients that want you. Everybody's kind of desperate. They make a cold call and they don't try to weed the person out. They try to qualify the person. I try to disqualify the person. I almost don't want to work with most of the people that I call, unless you show me signs of like, when I get on a sales call with one of my students, I tell them, hey, look, this is probably not for you. This is a very specific program. It is only designed for people that want to make 6 figures, so that might not be for you. I'm still happy to give you as much advice as I can. That's me pushing them away. Most people try to pull their prospects in. Hey, I'm Willie from Compass, and we do this and we do that, and we sold this much millions, and this is why you should use a realtor, because for sale by owner doesn't work this way because of the marketing. I almost go like, why haven't you just blocked the number on Zillow and just done this on your own completely, like without getting calls from agents? You haven't thought about just keeping the home? You haven't thought about just renting it? And when you use that kind of reverse selling, they open up to you, bro. And for me, bro, it was very, very clear. I was never attached to the result.
Ever? You didn't learn that? That was just natural to you?
No. I started like picking up on top salespeople, and when you're attached to the outcome, number one, it fucks up with your longevity, because let's say you start working a $25 million deal, mm-hmm. and you are very much attached to that outcome. If it doesn't work out, you attach meaning to your expectation. When you attach meaning to your expectation, you lose control of your feelings. I don't know if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Let's say I have this girl that I met, and I'm visualizing the next 5-10 years with her, mm-hmm. and I start attaching emotional meaning to my expectation. If that doesn't happen the way that I want it to happen, I'm gonna label it in my brain as a bad negative result. So that's why for me, the whole Colombia thing back and forth is me learning how to detach myself from environments. The home that I bought in 2022, I really did love that home. I had a basketball court in the back. I built out an additional unit in the back, and I made it my home office, man cave. I had a pool table in the house, and I really loved that property. And I came to a conclusion that I was getting comfortable at that home. It was a $600,000 home in Cutler Bay that had most of the things that I wanted except for a pool. And I said, fuck it, I'm gonna sell it. Not one of the main reasons why I sold it, but I said, I'm gonna sell it because it's gonna stretch me to be uncomfortable. I moved into a townhouse that I then got really comfortable in as well. When I went to Colombia, I was like, fuck it, bro. Like, I'm gonna start doing some crazy shit. I'm gonna start just getting uncomfortable and going into new environments. In the last 8 months, I've been in 7 places, like lived in 7 places. So it's like this detachment from environments, people, outcomes, expectations. It unlocks a new skill set and it allows you to grow faster, you know, with the exception of family and core friends that I'll just never lose.
Yeah.
If you, let's say for me, right, in 2021, I had never made more than $10,000 in a month ever. I've crossed $100,000 months half a dozen times. Right now, I'll hover in the 50 to 75 range. The reason why, in my opinion, that's pretty fast, bro. Like 3 or 4 years to get
Absolutely,
there,
bro.
pretty fast, is because of my detachment from environments, friend groups, certain expectations, and outcomes. Because imagine, even like friends is the most viable option that I can use. Because when I went from 0 to 10, I lost a lot of the friends that I had when we were making 2 to 3K a month and going to Flanagan's and just surviving, and everybody was cash shopping each other $5 for a beer. Mm-hmm. That's one friend group, one level. Then you get to 10K a month and everybody kind of goes to dinner and it's like, oh, I got it this time, you got it this time. Cool. That's one friend group. Then when you want to go from, as a realtor, right, when you're making 10 to 15, you're making good money, you're going out, you're going to dinners. When you want to go from 10 to 15 to like 30 to 50, those people are locked in. Those people are not drinking. Those people are not smoking weed. Those people are staying home on Fridays and Saturdays to work, to create content, to film. And the friends that I told you at the real estate team, you know, some of them are doing more money now, but most of them are still in that 15 to 20 range. When I sacrificed that group of friends that I really did fucking love, we went on trips, vacations, to then say, you know what, I want to move to this next level of income. And now there's another lonely period that I'm going through because I want to go from the 50 to 75 to the 100 to 150. And only certain people will come up with you through each level at that velocity, in my opinion, because it's uncomfortable. You have to keep changing your environments over and over again. And we're creatures of safety. We're creatures of comfort. But you can't have growth with comfort. So you have to consistently put yourself in an uncomfortable environment. I know that the topic was like detachment from the outcome. Just detachment from everything in general, bro. You know? Because we create so many expectations in our mind. And we attach meaning to what we think is supposed to happen. And typically it doesn't go that way.
Where do you think that came from? Like, you've always been like that? Or is that something that just little by little you've been able to learn? Who was your mentor? Who put you into this type of mindset?
A lot of people. I mean, I had one very specific mentor that I always give a lot of credit to. His name was Alex. He was my first like one-on-one mentor, which I really do highly recommend you have an in-person mentor when you start real estate. I do online space, and I'm going to recommend that you have an in-person mentor. Mm-hmm. If you want to go with an online person as well, cool, because usually someone like myself is very specialized in cold calling.
Yeah.
The in-person mentor that I had was just someone that was making more money than I had ever made. So like being around that person in person for 14 hours a day, just listening to his phone calls, seeing the way he managed his calendar, his schedule, seeing the way he operated, influenced me a lot. It's like, oh, okay, this is what I got to do, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that. But like this whole mentality of like detachment from the outcome and moving so fast, it's like you go on YouTube, bro, and you really get into some people and you get around some people in person and you start understanding that there's levels to this shit and there's certain trade-offs that you got to make at each level. I mean, bro, we talked about it on the back. We're just fucking winners, bro. I'm obsessed with not losing. I'm not even obsessed with winning anymore, because I've had a lot of big wins. I always say this on podcasts too. I don't want to have people think that I'm like a multimillionaire. Yeah. You know, I've made a few $1 million, and I've also spent a few $1 million. So, but that's a great skill set to have at 28 years old. You know, and I think people resonate with me because of my authenticity and my honesty. I'm not here to fucking front. We're in a 3K a month apartment. I live a great life. I honestly do whatever I want every single month. Yeah. And I couldn't have imagined making this much money every month, but I'm also not in the position I want to be in. So I want to let people know that first and foremost, because there's so many gurus online that are like fronting like if they already made it. And what they don't portray to the audience is that sure, this life is cool, but there's a trade-off that comes with it.
Correct.
There's a ton of sacrifices that you have to make. Most of the nights, most of the days when I'm not around great people like you and him and my friends, I feel down. I feel heavy because of the sacrifices that I'm making. Most of the work that moves my business forward as fast as it does is boring as fuck.
Brother, dude, I talked about that the other day on camera. I go, success is boring.
Boring as fuck, bro.
Boring. Like, people ask, oh, I want to, what did you do? They ask you, oh, what did you do? I go, brother, you don't want to live the life that I live. It's very boring. I wake up at the same time every day. I do the same thing every day. I call the same time every day. Like, everything I do is on a schedule. It's terribly boring. And a lot of days, it doesn't seem like you're moving anywhere. So, like,
you can't see the needle moving. The needle, you cannot see it moving.
You'll never see it.
You'll never see it moving.
You'll never see it. But it's just brick by brick. It's all the things that successful people do, you can find it anywhere. You can listen to any Google. That's it. Hey, how do you become successful? Just do the same thing every day for a long time, and you'll build whatever you want to build.
Without
little by little
being attached to the result.
Correct. But that's more of a mentality that I think you get from failing so much. I don't know about you, but I failed a ton. And like, I want something so bad. It doesn't happen, and then I'm like, oh, I'm let down. And then it's like, oh wait, if you just don't care about the result, you just totally detach yourself from that, like, success just like is attracted to you.
I think also what I want to clarify is it's not detaching from the result. Not that I don't care about the results. It's attaching to the process. Attaching to whatever you have to become to have. I think a lot of people want to have and then become. I talked to an agent today and she was like, when I close this next deal, then I'll do it. I go, but you haven't closed the deal in 2 years. So what do you think is going to have to change for you to close the deal? You have to become the person that's able to close the deal to have the deal. You can't have the deal and then become the person that has the deal. So when you just, it's a mindset, bro. Honestly, everything in life is how well, and Daniel G said this at my mastermind last weekend, and it stuck with me so hard. Before you can go out there and persuade other people, you have to be able to persuade yourself.
Brother, you hit it on the head.
How hard can you convince yourself of one perspective before you have the ability to go and shift somebody's perspective to your perspective? And that's what sales is, bro.
Yep.
Most realtors think that it's better to save money and figure it out on their own and spend time going through the trenches and learning it on their own, when I fucking damn know that it is way better to pay somebody that knows more than you and have them fast track the process.
Yep.
But I have to be able to persuade myself every day to be able to then go in with the confidence, conviction, and right word tracks and strategies, persuade somebody else. But that's why most realtors, when they go to a listing appointment, and it's all a belief thing, bro. Yep. Can we talk about beliefs for a second?
Bro, don't get me started, bro.
Let's talk about beliefs.
Don't get me hot.
For sale by owner, right? Let's break this down real quick, and you can attach this to whatever else, an expired listing or
anything,
or referral. 99% of the people, you're Cuban.
Yep.
Our parents are Cuban immigrants, and thankfully they put us in this country and this opportunity.
Correct,
God bless. That's another reason why I feel obligated every day to fucking go as hard as I do.
Yeah, we don't have a choice, bro.
We don't have a choice, bro. I have the best life in the world. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. What was I saying right before that?
Mentality. What was the word? You said it.
I'm gonna catch it right now.
Belief. There you go.
Belief. For sale by owner, 99% of people have a certain set of beliefs that they believe to be their beliefs. What we broke down this past weekend at the mastermind was that most of your beliefs on the most important topics come from people that don't have the results that you want to have in that topic. So
explain that.
If you have a financial limiting belief, right? Like when you're always looking at things, you're always looking to save, you're always looking to budget, you're not looking to make more necessarily. You're looking at the negative versus the positive. It's because you have a limiting financial belief. That belief is not yours. That belief is likely someone that influenced you at a very young age that had a limiting financial belief and you believed it to be yours. Oof. So the way that remove that belief is do some inner deep work, some mental work, and say this. I have a limiting financial belief because you got to catch yourself. It's subconscious shit. Like, for example, one very limiting belief that a lot of my friends around me have is they think I lose too much money on flights. I'll fly like twice a month for the last 8-10 months, and if I get into a flow state, let's say I go to Colombia, and I want to be there for 30 days, and on day 27, I'm like at peak concentration, I'm going to cancel my flight, and I'm going to stay there another 10 days. Because that environment right now is resonating with me, and I'm flowing, and I'm operating, and I'm going. It's going to cost me more money to leave Colombia and try to reinsert myself into the new environment, wait 5 to 7 days to get into flow, than to just pay another $400 and change my fucking flight.
Yeah.
But when I try to operate like that with my team, they might not be in the financial situation I am. They're like, bro, you're wasting money on the flight. I go, who made you think that way? Yep. Because there's always a give and a take. Yep. You're saving $400 on the flight, but you're also losing $5,000 a day in revenue because you're changing the environment, and your brain is not in the same flow state. So what I'm trying to say is the belief came from someone else, because that's what this is. We're going to do a podcast today. We're going to talk about our beliefs. Someone's going to watch it. Someone's going to buy it, and they're going to believe it.
Yep.
It's not your belief. Most of our beliefs are not even ours. So how do you tackle the beliefs? If you want to be a successful financial person, you cannot have financial limiting beliefs. Oof. But we're immigrants. And when I grew up and I spilled a fucking coffee, right? For example, I spilled a coffee earlier today and I grabbed half the roll because I don't want to waste time going back and getting more. So I have all of them in my hand and I wipe the coffee and it's done. It's thrown away because there's 100 gazillion paper towel fucking things in the world. But when I grew up, I spilled coffee. I got to make sure I get one strip, wipe it, porque si no estoy gastando papel.
Yeah.
You understand? That's a limiting belief.
Yep.
In its core. The question you have to ask yourself is, the person that gave you that belief, would you trade places with them? Yes or no? If someone's telling you to save money, if someone's telling you if someone's telling you to go to college, if someone's telling you not to start that business, would you trade places with them in the specific niche they're giving you advice on? Most of the time it's no. So why are you buying the belief? I bet you $100 gazillion. If I go to a millionaire right now that made 250 grand his first year in real estate and ask him, can I make 250K in my first year? He'll say, yeah, here's the game plan. But when you go to 99% of other realtors that didn't make 250K their first year, which is exactly what I did. I went into my first brokerage. I said, I want to make $250,000 this year. How do I do it? 99% of the people in the office said, you can't do that. That's not possible. You don't have a sphere, you're young, and no one trusts you. That is their belief that they're trying to instill into me because they couldn't do it. So they don't see the way to do it. That's when I found the other mentor, Alex, that was already making $500,000 a year. He's like, this is how you actually do it. So I bought his belief instead because I would trade places with him. But we live and die, and I talk to a lot of people, bro, when it comes to mentorship. A lot of these young guys are in the same position I was in. They're going to college because they don't want to go to college, but their parents want them to for a safety net. They're working jobs because just in case what if the deal doesn't work through. But they're saying they want this result, but they're taking advice from the person that does not have this result. Does that track? It doesn't track.
Nope.
It doesn't make sense. And beliefs is what holds us back. Beliefs. So what do you think leads to results?
Whether it's a mentality.
Actions. Let's break it down. You want reverse engineer results.
Okay.
You want 250K, you need to take certain actions.
X amount of calls.
X amount of calls.
X amount of deals.
In order for you to take actions, you need to create an emotional belief system. Right? You need to believe that you can take this action to correlate to this result. It's called the TEAR mentality, T. T-E-A-R. Your thoughts will influence your emotion, the way you feel and the way you think, and your emotions will ultimately dictate the action that you take. Of course, the action that you take over a long period of time dictates the results. So if you have a limiting thought on finances, you're going to feel limited, you're going to act scared, you're going to make decisions out of fear, and your decisions, your actions, ultimately correlate to your results. So when you're operating from a place of scarcity and fear, you're going to take those kinds of actions.
Papo,
and your results are going to correlate, bro.
It's that simple. It is very, very simple.
But, can I keep going?
Go, bro.
The main takeaway I had from the mastermind this weekend, we were in a room together for 30 hours. It was 2 full days. We were just all in there. We were all positive, giving energy. We brought in guest speakers. And I go, bro, I feel like I can take over the fucking world right now. I didn't go on Instagram. I didn't look at socials. I didn't scroll. I didn't take any calls that I didn't want to take. It was just pure positive energy for 2 days. And I felt like I could take over the world after that. The reason why people set the goal, start taking action, and then the action kind of like deteriorates after time is because they don't protect their environment. And like your brain subconsciously is like taking in all this information, this YouTube video that you watched, this Instagram reel that you watched. That's why, bro, I'm not the best at it, but I try to get off of Instagram because it's every thought, your brain downloads it. Download, and then it associates the feeling to it, and then you're going to take certain action based on it. So if you go and you scroll and you open up Instagram, and like let's say you do a 30-minute scroll, and you're just like, boom, boom, boom. These are new ideas that are entering your fucking system.
Yep.
And your brain's going to reject some of them, and it's going to naturally, subconsciously download some of them. So the biggest takeaway I have, bro, and the reason why I'm undoubtedly going to be as successful as I want to be is because I've learned how to protect my energy. Like I told you, bro, real estate is difficult to me, not because of the nature of it, because of the energy suck that you get from most of the people in the industry. Your clients, your colleagues, it's just overall a negative industry, and I'm trying to hopefully change that one person at a time. But it's difficult to protect your energy in that scenario. And when I asked you, when you walked in, I was like, bro, I fucking hate driving. I hate driving because of the energy suck that driving gives you. Traffic, you're in we're magnetic field, so you're in the traffic with people that 99% of them are fucking sitting in the car hating their lives. And that energy is like being transferred.
Oh yeah.
So you almost gotta like protect yourself, bro. Like that's why rich people are in the penthouse. That's why rich people fly in helicopters.
Get away.
They understand the energy field. People are gonna be like, oh, this guy's fucking weird. Okay, think I'm weird. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to protect your energy. Daniel G, perfect example. This guy goes on stage, thousands of people every weekend for the last 7 years speaking. And my CEO told me a story. He goes, bro, why is Daniel's being weird in the elevator? Daniel got to the elevator in my event and he was like on his phone, like just looking at his phone, not talking to anybody. How long do I have to speak? 30 minutes? Okay, cool. Mind you, this guy's like super energetic, outgoing, loud on stage.
And
he's like just like not trying to talk to anybody because he doesn't want to give away his energy, bro. And what I mean by energy is the friends, the family members. Like there's obviously exceptions, bro. Even with my mom, super in love with my mom, bro. It's my mom.
Yeah.
Ella es negativa a veces. You know, she understands this. She has limiting beliefs that were instilled in her as a kid, and you cannot blame her for that. At some point, it's too late to reverse the wheel. Me and my mom have rules on the phone. Don't call me during work hours if it's something negative. Don't call me if you're going to complain. Call me with a problem, not a complaint.
Yeah.
Two different things. If you have a problem, call me. I will present a solution. Don't call me with a complaint. Right? There's a problem. I have a flat tire. Okay, perfect. Let's solve it.
Done.
I'm just having a horrible day. The tire got flat. No. Don't call me with a complaint. What's the problem? Let's solve it. You have to set these boundaries and rules with the people around you because your brain downloads the energy, bro. And the energy that you have inside of your core is what you're putting out into the universe. And it's going to affect the action that you take to get the result you want. But people are not, bro, people say they want, bro. They want. Do you really want it? Or do you just say you want it? Do you need it?
It's a buzzword,
or do you want it? It's a buzzword, bro. There's a trade-off that comes with this life. And most of the people watching this right now don't want it, bro. They really don't. It's difficult, bro. I cry fucking 3 days out of the week at night because I'm doing everything, but I'm still not having, because even though I'm detached from the outcome, there's some nights where I'm like, yo, I'm really doing everything I can, in my opinion. And she's got to be patient. There's so many trade-offs, bro. The last girlfriend I had, bro, I mean, God, I hope she watches this, bro. I really did like that girl, bro. But there were certain things in that person that I was like, I can't make this trade-off.
Yeah.
I cannot be with this person forever because it's just not my kind of person for like the long run, you know?
Yeah.
And that was a trade-off. I could have been with that girl for the rest of my life. To be honest, the most beautiful girl, one of the most beautiful girls. There's going to be other girls that are going to watch it and be like, fuck this guy. One of the most beautiful girls that I've ever been with, an amazing girlfriend, amazing person. And amongst other things that happens, there came a point that I was like, I can't make this trade-off. I can't sacrifice my energy because I'm not going to go all the way with this. This is going to be a comfort for me.
Yep.
That's a trade-off that I've made that sometimes I'm like, yo, like, that one hurts. That one sucks because that was like a dream girl for me. You know what I'm saying? Missed some aspects of like the, you know, energy and supporting the entrepreneurship vision in the way that I wanted it to. Trade-off I was willing to make, right? I've lost all of my best friends from when I was a kid except for like maybe one or two. One of my best friends as a kid, my best friend, I just found out that I'm not the best man at his wedding.
Damn, that's tough.
Because I don't talk to him that much anymore. He let's say he watches this. It's true, bro. He calls me sometimes and I don't answer, because I'm working on something. And I just know that the conversation that he and I are gonna have doesn't correlate with what I'm trying to accomplish that day, because he's just doing different things that I respect. But I respect my energy more. I respect the life that I'm gonna deliver to my future kids more. I respect the life that I want to deliver to my parents in their last 20 years more than whatever is going to happen in that 30-minute conversation. And I'm okay with sitting at that man's wedding as a groomsman and not the best man. It's a trade-off I'm willing to make. Point blank, period. It's a trade-off, bro. It's a trade-off. And now, to get even deeper, right, you know, there's this whole Hormozy thing going around, which really flipped a switch on me. It's like, am I going to get to the end of my life? I don't want to be a billionaire. I want to be worth hundreds of millions. Maybe I'll get there. But I don't want to be a billionaire. Hormozy said, you know how you ask most rich people at the end of their life, what would you have done differently? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have worked this hard. I wouldn't have spent more time with my family. I would have done X, Y, and Z. I would have sacrificed what I have now to get this. Humans want everything. We want it all. In your prime time of thinking, you made a conscious decision to trade all that off. And the internet's trying to make it seem like it's not worth it. It's 100% worth it, bro. My suffocation is if I don't have progress, I suffocate. You can send me 100 mil right now in the wire. I'll wake up depressed tomorrow if I don't have something to do, bro. It's just the truth of it, bro. I need progress, and I'm willing to trade a lot of things for it.
So I think you hit something right there, brother, and there's a lot to unpack there. It was crazy, but I'll start from where we just got to. You said at the beginning, it's the process more than it is the result. So like, when you look back and talk about, oh, you know, all right, you're a billionaire. What did you regret? Da da da. It's not about that. It's about the fact that like, no matter how much money you have, I think human beings are born and made to continue to chase, like whatever it may be. Like, I don't know about you, I'm a believer in God, like, and God put me on this earth to do too much. So me waking up and not chasing something, I'm doing God a disservice, and God's the only person I look to impress on a daily basis. Like I forgot where I watched this video. I think it's Goggins that said this. He's like, oh, you're gonna face God one day.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, Willie Abreu, retired ex-minor leaguer, you know, worked a nice 9-to-5 for the rest of his life, and, you know, did all right. Like, this isn't the guy like, you were supposed to be a billionaire. You were supposed to be selling billions of dollars in the city of Miami. Like, you were supposed to be doing all these things. Like, wow, and you didn't do that? All right, I guess you could go in, but like, that's not what I put you on earth to do. I put you on earth to do so much more, impact so many people. Like that mentality of like that scared, like that fear of God, literally fear of God, is what pushes me every day to do what I do. Like, forget about the money. The money's okay. Like, yeah, I've had good weeks, bad weeks, good months, great months, good years, bad years. It doesn't matter. But if I wake up every day and don't chase more, because God gives me that energy to do that, I'm doing him a disservice, and my life is not a success. So my success is solely based on, am I doing everything in my ability to impress God?
That is an unbreakable mentality, bro. The one thing that I'm very proud of is how I've been developing the relationship with God lately. I lost track of it for a while. But once you get to a certain level of success, you kind of like, what else am I chasing here? You know what I'm saying? So that's like an unlock for me. It's like just trying to impress God.
Bro, every single day, right? Like when you're alone in your room, like this happens to me, brother. Like, and bro, I'll sit here and cry with you for the next hour if I have to, bro. Like, no dollar in the world, no anything. And I'm not rich. I haven't made $1 million. Like, maybe over some time I have, like, but I haven't felt $1 in my bank account, or an item that I've bought, a car that I've bought, a dinner that I've had, a steak that I've had. Nothing has given me the satisfaction of me making God proud. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I keep talking to people, and I have a cousin that's super, super rich, and he tells me all the time, he goes, Willie, every year that you make more money and more money and more money and more money, that fire that you have inside, that's God telling you to keep going. So like, stop thinking about the money.
The money will come, bro.
Like, the money's gonna come if you keep chasing what God put you on this earth to do, and you trust in him, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All that is gonna fall into place. Don't worry about that. Just worry about God, and forget about that mentality that you started with, which is what I want to flip into, of that scarcity mentality. I'll give you another example. You talked about the paper towels. A car, right? Depreciating asset. Does everybody agree?
100%.
Right? Bad investment to any person that you talk to. It's a bad investment, correct? We all know that, right?
On paper.
Now, on paper, correct. There's no way that we could scratch it to make sense. Maybe for taxes, that's about it, right? Even then, it's still a depreciating asset that you own, right? Okay, perfect. We all understand that. Now, we get into, if you make whatever your dollar amount that you make an hour, right? If I'm driving in the highway and my car breaks down and I have to pull over, and now I have to call so-and-so, I have to call AAA, I have to do this, I have to do that. What then happens? I'm losing money. So everybody talks about, oh, after my cars go out of warranty, I get a new one. It doesn't matter where it's at. I could be under, over, it doesn't matter. I get out of the car. Why? Because I can't afford to worry about what am I gonna do here, what am I gonna do there, how am I gonna get it fixed, when am I gonna get it fixed, is it in the shop? No.
Yeah.
If something's wrong with my car, I grab my keys and I go like this to the dealership, I grab it back, and that's it. I go with my rental or whatever they give me. Boom, y me fui.
That's it.
Not worried about anything. Now, to anybody else, that's a little arrogant, bro. Why are you wasting money on a car? Just keep that car. It's fine. It's like, no. It's not about that. It's about the fact that I have to get in my car and worry. Oh my God, do I have to rotate the tires? Oh my God, do I have to get new tires? Oh my God, do I have this? What about if the engine blows? Is the AC working? None of that is a mentality. And all of those things were things that I was scared of before. Right?
Of the beliefs that we bought.
Correct. I bought my first car was from La Subata in Opaloca. Like,
Mine too. I bought a car from an auction.
That's it. From the auction. That's it. Like, I know what it is to go to the dealership, to go to, oh yeah, Pepito Perez, yo, fix my car, my AC's blah, blah, my radio doesn't work, da, 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 da. But after you get to another level, you go, all right, never again am I worrying about that. Because that's going to stop me.
It's the energy you're focusing on.
It's the energy. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Yeah, the payment's a little more, but guess what? The security of being able to do something, it's an investment to continue to push forward.
Correct.
But if you put yourself in that environment around people that are, no, but that's a bad decision. It's like you said.
It's a trade-off, bro.
Who are you talking to? Who's saying that? Who are you listening to?
Where are they at?
Where are they at? What are they doing? I'm not saying go buy a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Right? But there's leases on brand new cars for $200-300.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So everybody understands that I'm not trying to be arrogant by no means.
Right.
Like,
no,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like, there's plenty of good deals on cars that you could get, a brand new car that you don't have to worry about a thing. And that's where the mentality is at, right? That gets you to that next level of, oh, okay, I get why. It's an investment. Those $500, $600, even $1,000 a month, that's an investment, right? Forget about the depreciating asset. Like, those are the things that people don't get when, oh no, I don't want to do that because it's going to cost me X, it's going to cost me Y. And it's like, wait, but what is that going to bring you? What kind of in return?
It's perspective, bro.
Your perspective,
Do you
man.
want to look at it from a 1 dimension or a 3 dimension? You know?
Every single time, brother. Every single time.
It's environment, bro. That's all it is. It's whoever, because like the whole thought process, right?
Yep.
Whoever, someone's creating a thought and you're buying the thought. So if you're hanging around people that don't have the results you want, you're not going to think that way.
Amen.
And everything that is here right now in this room was created by thought. You know, the chair, the island, the camera, and someone believed that it was possible.
Yep.
Someone believed that it wasn't possible. And here's the camera. You know what I'm saying? That camera didn't exist at one point in time, but someone said, I'm going to build a camera. And someone said, you can't build a camera. That person didn't build a camera. Then another guy said, I'm going to build a camera. Some guy told them, we can build a camera. They built a camera.
That's it.
That's it.
I have a lot of friends, bro.
It's tough, bro. I'm not trying to say it's not tough to lose friends, bro.
No, it's hard.
I'm not a fucking emotionless person.
Yeah.
I have emotions. I cry. You know what I'm saying? But there are just certain things that I've identified prior to that when they come up, I'm willing to trade off.
Correct.
So it's not a battle with my conscience. I think people battle a lot. They're like, I want to make this much money, but I'm not making this much money. Why? Bro, just on a piece of paper, go with ChatGPT and brainstorm. I want to make 300 grand. What are the things that I'm likely going to have to give up to make 300 grand? And just say, I'm willing to give this one up. I'm not willing to give this one up. I'm willing to give this one up. I'm not willing to give this one up. With these answers, what am I realistically set to make? And then just be happy with your life, bro.
Yeah.
And grow year over year. That's it. You don't have to do what I do. We don't have to.
No.
Be honest with yourself. I just know I can't do less.
But that's the thing that people don't realize is that you have to put your mindset into being around people. It's not about making X amount of dollars. It's more about being around people that push you to make whatever it is that you're put on this earth to make. You want to make. Whatever makes you happy, be around people that are going to push you to be happy.
To be happy,
right? So I have one of my best friends, bro. Best friends. He has this mentality that's, it's sick. It's unbelievable. Like, I've been blessed to be around a lot of great people that only have pushed me up. Like, so I've been around a lot of bad people too, I'm sure, but I don't focus on that. Fortunately enough, I keep around. But I have this friend, every time that I get into a little vibe that I start to say something negative or like, no, I can't do this or I shouldn't do it, I say that, he goes, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, he's so delusional, but that's why he's so successful.
Right.
He has this delusion in his mind that he's like, every time I say something to him, he's like, bro, like, I mean, for lack of a better term, he's like, yo, why are you being a bitch? Like that's what he tells me. And I could do two things, right? One, I could say, yo, bro, that's messed up, bro. I'm just venting. Right?
Yeah.
Or I could be like, yo, this guy's right.
Yep.
I'm thinking that I can't do something. And that's scary. That should be scary for me.
Yeah.
To look in the mirror and say I can't? No. No. Again, God put me on this earth to do more. God put that person in front of me to tell me exactly that. Yo, what are you saying? How are those words uttering from your mouth that you can't do something? If you have the energy to say that you can't do something, that means you could do it.
It's almost
Make it that
it's
simple.
almost more energy to say that you can't.
It's more energy and more thought and more crap coming out of your mouth. How many times do people sit there and just talk to each other and say, oh, but this sucks, and this is this, and complain and suck energy out of each other. And they just get used to that. And you know what, bro? This is a great time to say this. Like, I think people like that. They talk and they say, I want, and what they really want is to do is complain.
You're right, bro.
Because the minute that you give them the tools to say, you're complaining about this so much, here are the tools to fix it. They go, no, but, and it's like, whoa, what happened?
Vampires, bro.
And all they want to do is sit there and tell you how bad things are and how terrible this is. And it's like, oh, bro, I have, here, this is how you can fix it. It's like, no, I don't want to fix it. I just want to tell you how bad it is.
Yeah. That's why if you give a broke person, like a broke person in the mind, you give them $1 million, they'll be broke in a year.
Oh, no, easy.
100%.
Easy.
That's why
Yeah.
I've never understood like the whole I want to win the lottery. You basically want to sacrifice the most valuable prize, which is pride. Like being proud of what you did. Orgullo.
Yeah.
You know, having your parents be like, I'm really proud of you. Having people talk about you behind closed doors when you're not there and be like, that guy's a dog.
Yep.
You want to sacrifice all of that for money? Nah, bro. Listen, bro, I grew up in a rich family. Mm-hmm. My dad owned over 30 gym chains. I don't know if you've heard of Lady of America?
No, wow, bro, that's awesome.
Lady of America?
No.
Back in the 2000s.
Lady of America?
My dad was a franchisee of Lady of America and owned over 30 between Miami and Puerto Rico.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, he lost everything. My dad was an 8-figure entrepreneur, right? Let's also attribute my mindset to him.
Okay.
He got into things that he shouldn't have gotten into. Not illegal stuff, but like things that affect him as a human, you know? And he lost everything it started going south like 2010, 2011, 2012, 2015, everything was done. So I know what's possible, bro. I grew up in a 6,000 square foot mansion. We had a condo right across here in Miami Beach, 40th floor. We had 6 cars. I went to private school. I knew what was possible, but I also found that money was not equal to contentment. Very unhappy family, very, very depressed. Almost lost my dad at a very early age. And I've been blessed with the mindset of like, oh, I can do anything I want, but money isn't happiness, right?
No.
For sure, dude. I'm happier in my Mercedes-Benz.
Oh,
with
no,
the engines
no doubt.
loud
No doubt.
than I was in my Honda Civic, but it doesn't take away. It's a moment, bro. It's a moment, and the problem is that people post those moments and they don't post the fucking real, the
Correct.
day. You know, a moment is a moment. The day is the day. The week is the week. You know, we still go through a ton of shit to be able to live this life.
Yeah.
Can I share a thought?
Hit it.
We talked about this past weekend. People are like, "Oh, I'm having a bad day. Had a bad week." What do you mean by that? A bad day is a moment that happened. Let's say you got into a car accident. Nothing happened. You're safe. Fucking fender bender. That was a moment. The car accident was a moment. You had a bad day because you thought about that moment for the rest of the day. Imagine if the day has how many minutes? I just ruined the whole clip because I don't know how many minutes.
Doesn't matter.
The
We
day
got
has,
good editors,
The day
bro.
has 80,000 minutes, right? And I take away 10 of those minutes, right? And now you have 80,990 minutes left. Everybody's safe. Nothing happened. The car has insurance. Nothing happened. But now you're going to sacrifice the other 79,990 minutes because of the bad 10 minutes and make it a bad day. A bad week is typically maybe a bad couple hours that you just held on to in your mind for longer. We're trained to amplify the negative and downplay the positive.
Yo, clip that. We're
trained that when and this is why the environment's so important, bro. When I close a $5,000 deal, it's not the biggest thing in the world, Brother, but I used to carry golf bags and spend 14 hours of my day blistering my feet to make $120 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna pump my chest when I close a $5,000 deal and put a student in a position where they're gonna make money for the rest of their life.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna scream, and I'm gonna amplify that in my brain. I'm gonna stay calm, like composed, ready for the next deal, but I'm gonna celebrate the victory for half a second.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna downplay it. But when something happens and it's negative, let's say the call didn't go my way and I didn't close a student,
Yeah.
we hold on to that thought for the rest of the day, maybe even 2 days, maybe 3 days, maybe we get call reluctance, take a week break, and now it's a bad week. Brother, it was a bad moment.
Yeah.
And they didn't even say no to you, they said no to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think I don't have bad days, bro. The only time, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I have bad moments, and I've trained my brain so hard to only think about, it's delusion. It really is delusion, bro, because if you put my life on paper and you like look at it from like a normal perspective, you're like, dude, there's a lot more things going on that are negative because I'm building so fast that are positive. But I only focus on the positive, and my experience, I don't know if you guys know about Tony Robbins, what you focus on is what you experience. My experience in life is fucking phenomenal. I go to sleep almost every day crying tears of joy because of how happy I truly am in the moment right now.
Yeah.
But that's because of where my focus is. The only thing that can make it a bad day or a bad week or a bad month is if I get a phone call and my mom is dead, or my dad is dead, or my sister is unhealthy. But thank God that everybody I care about dearly right now is healthy, bro. Thank God, bro. Thank the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
How could you have a bad day, bro, if it's not health related? How could you have a deal fell through? The deal wasn't yours in the first place. The listing canceled. You didn't even have a fucking license 2 years ago. Somebody refunded. You didn't even have the business 3 years ago. What are you upset about, bro? You're upset because you have opportunities? People get paid to solve problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is not like if you hang out with me for an entire day or 2 days or a week, you're like, your life starts changing because of the way that I actually operate on a day-to-day basis. Because this is the truth of the matter. This is the secret to success, bro. I've just completely filtered my environment and my thoughts to convince myself that everything that I do is positive. And everything that happens, even if it's negative, is an opportunity to keep growing.
Period.
And I only amplify the positive and I completely suffocate the negative.
It's crazy because, you know, the one movie, I don't say book because I'm not the best reader because I choose not to be, but is The Secret.
That book changed my life.
It changed mine.
It's the first book I read.
100% of my life because, again, every moment, you just talked about the car crash. You have an option. You get in the car crash. Boom! Right?
First thing,
First thing, oh my God, everybody's okay, cool. Right? Okay, so if we are okay, that is also a positive moment of the car crash, right?
But it's going to get downplayed.
Because everybody's going to talk about, my car, are you okay though? Yes,
the other person
but
okay?
my car. It's like, wait, but you're okay, right? Like, let's acknowledge that. No, yeah, but my car. And it's like, hey, let's look at the positive. Because if you look at the positive, now the next story that you tell Pepito Perez that you're going to get on the phone with is go, bro, it's crazy. I got in a car accident, but bro, I'm good. Isn't that crazy? Same person grabs the phone and calls Pepito Perez and goes, bro, my car is going to be ruined. It's like, yeah, but you're on the phone talking to them. Isn't that a good thing? No, but you don't understand, bro, the car. It's like, it's the language that we speak, that we put out into the air. Even though things that you're speaking to me right now, you catch yourself. Every time you go to say something negative, you go, yeah, but remember, I cry tears of joy every night.
Exactly.
Because you catch yourself. Because if you get into that spiral of talking about the bad comes.
It's an energy flow,
It's exactly what you push is going to come out. If you push positivity is going to come out. Period.
Yeah.
If you focus, and it's the car, the getting a parking spot. That's my thing. I love from The Secret. It's like, I'm going to get a parking spot in the front. And bro, now I drive with this confidence. Like every time I go into a parking lot, I'm like, I'm going to get the best parking spot.
Yeah.
And like that simple mentality shift, I attribute to my success. Everything. I speak it all day long. I wake up every morning at 5 a.m. to work out. And that's a thing for me, that is positive. And I wake up with that positivity every day. And I think in my head, I've convinced myself that makes me a better person. And guess what? It doesn't matter whether you wake up at 5 to work out or at 5 p.m. to work out. It's the same workout. Mm-hmm. But for me, internally, I now believe that me waking up at 5 a.m. makes me invincible. The same thing that somebody else could say, bro, if I wake up at 5 a.m., I'm not going to be good that day.
I say the
I'm going to
same
be
thing.
tired.
But that's how I'm literally the opposite. I used
That's
to run
fine.
But what you just said is the key. You convince yourself.
That's it.
What did we just talk about? Persuading yourself.
I'm convinced that I can't work out at 5 p.m. I've convinced myself of that. You convince yourself of that, that's fine, but the mindset that I have of waking up at 5 a.m. convinces me that I'm successful. As long as I focus on that, I'm gonna be successful.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that like people are so scared to succeed because it's all a language, it's all a conversation, it's all the way that you think on a daily flipping basis, bro. It sucks because like the people that aren't being successful, they're this close. They're this close, bro. This close. They don't understand because I was the guy that would wake up and be scared to go to the field because there's scouts there. And I'm terrified and I'm scared and I'm thinking like, oh, but what about if I do bad? What about if I do bad? And guess what will happen?
You do bad.
I do bad. I would
Knowing that
do
you hit
bad.
a home run with your eyes closed 100
Doesn't
times.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was convinced that what I was gonna do that day wasn't be good enough to convince everybody else that I was as good as I was. So guess what they saw? Exactly that.
Yeah.
If I hit a home run, they saw me. Till I didn't flip that switch and go, brother, they're lucky to see me play. They're gonna see me walk into the field. The other team's gonna be scared of me walking to the field, walking into home plate. Till I didn't start convincing myself of that, guess what didn't change, Alexis? My swing. Guess what didn't change? My ability. What didn't change? My body. All that changed was right in between here. And brother, I look back at my swing in UM, where everybody thought I was God's gift to baseball. I look at videos of my swing and I go, Jim Morris put me in the lineup looking like that? That's crazy. I convinced him because of the way I acted.
Yep.
And brother, the best advice I ever got was from my middle school drama teacher. Good actors borrow, great actors steal. And brother, if I see somebody being successful, I want to see the way they walk to the plate. I want to see the way they approach deals. I want to see all of those things. And you see the way they walk, the way they talk, steal it. Make it yours. That's okay. That's legal, brother.
100%.
I'm seeing the way you talk today and I go, I want to be like him. The same way that I used to see your videos and I want to be like him. I don't know how much he's selling or what he's selling or how he's selling it, but I want to be like him. So I started doing things like the people that I'm seeing. And guess what? Success follows, brother.
100%.
And it's all here. It's all here, but people don't get it. Brother, it's really that simple. And I think it's just the fear of actually being successful.
It's because they don't understand the breakdown of the word. Break down the word mindset.
Yeah.
The mind is set. But every time people wake up every day, again, you want this goal. You got to do X, Y, and Z to get to that goal. But then when the opportunities come up, you don't know whether you want to do it or not because your mind is not set. It's a mindset, bro. Everything is between the ears. What you said right there is very important. I want to become one of the best speakers in the world.
Yeah.
When I go to a YouTube video to watch a speaker or an event to watch a speaker, I don't care what they say because that could all be rehearsed.
Yeah.
I care about what's operating in their mind, their aura, their swagger, their confidence, their self-talk. Are they confident in what they're doing? Are they believing in themselves? It's all delusion, bro. Everything is a persuasion.
Yes.
You persuaded Jim Morris to put you in that lineup because you persuaded yourself that you could be in the lineup first.
Amen.
Jim didn't put you in the lineup. You put yourself in the lineup.
Yep.
Jim was a facilitator that signed off on it. That's it. You cannot close a student into my program. I cannot close a student into my program if I don't persuade myself that I can close them into my program first. They don't make the decision. I do.
Yep.
First. But people, bro, it's all the environment, bro. If me and you hang out in a room for fucking 5 days in a row, we're going to be gorillas, bro. We're going to take over the world.
That's it.
But then people go into the real world. They go grocery shopping. They go to the barber shop. These are things that I do not do. I go to Whole Foods downstairs now because it's downstairs and it's in and out. I had not gone into a grocery store in 3 years. I have not gone into a barber shop in 4 years. Tu estás loco wasting $120 on a haircut. Bro, tu estás loca because you don't see what I see, bro. I'm going into a fucking barber shop, sitting in traffic, surrendering my energy to people that don't deserve it, and then fucking sitting there and talking on the chair with a guy that's not in my mental space for an hour of my time and wasting my valuable time around people that don't deserve it. That's why I spent $120 a cut because I deserve that kind of attention on my balcony looking at the fucking ocean because I deserve that. 100%. When I get tattooed in my house. I don't want to be anywhere else. It's my energy. This is my space. And this space right here, whatever space I'm living in at that time, is where my energy is harnessed, bro. And I want to respect that. So I don't do things that normal people do. I don't sit in traffic. I don't go to the barbershop. I don't go to the grocery store. I don't stay longer at events than I have to.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an asshole. You think you are? Yeah, I think I am, bro. If you don't, get the fuck out of my life. If you don't think I am, get the fuck out. Bounce, brother. If I see anybody, the circle's so small now, bro, and it doesn't get infiltrated. But if you want to be my friend, or you want to be a part of my circle, and I say something bold, because I'm bold, and I say something like, yeah, by the time I'm 35, I want to have 30 mil to my name, and you hesitate for 1 second to believe what I'm saying, you better believe you're never talking to me again, bro. You could be a family member, you could be a fucking friend. I'll tell you, if I care about you enough, I'll tell you once. Don't let me tell you twice, bro, because you're never gonna hear from me again, bro. Because I'm not willing to trade off the future of my kids and the last 20 years of my parents' life. That's what I go back to all the time, for your bullshit. But people don't make decisions that way, bro. Everything's a trade-off. Every decision that you make, every path that you take, every road that you walk, you're trading something for your future for the right now. It better be worth it, bro. Because when your kid's 10 years old and he looks up at you and he fucking talks about dad and, you know, bring your parent to school day. What is he gonna say, bro? What is he gonna say? What is Jimmy gonna say about dad?
Scary, bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm proud of my dad now. We've had a lot of conversations, and my dad are closer than we've ever been. And I'm not proud of certain things he's done, but I'm proud of the way he's come back from it and where we're at right now as father and son. Dude, my kid is gonna rave about me, bro. That drives me every single day, bro. My mom raves about me. That is my biggest flex, bro. Not the Lamborghini, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Mama going, like abuelita, bro. You know, abuelita always, hi, mi nieto. Bro, every time that a new person meets my grandma, it's like un orgullo because I've earned it, bro. I've really, really earned it, bro. And I'm not trading off bullshit for that feeling.
You hit it on the head. You said deserve, but then you said it right there. It's earned it.
No,
and then,
I
that's
earned it.
okay.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
it's okay to be successful. It's okay to earn things. You hit on some things that I really want to talk about, and I know Jay's here because, like, the team that I'm on, you know, Angel Nicholas, like, when I met Angel, he, first of all, like, commission splits, that's a big thing in real estate, and my commission split is not the best, right? And I had a lot of people throughout the year tell me, like, hey, like, bro, you could get a better split here, you know, come get the 90-10, come get the whatever,
The
you just pay a
100.
transition fee, like, whatever, transaction fee.
Yeah.
But bro, one of the things that when I met Angel, I met him and I saw that confidence of, like, just pure belief of, like, yeah, like, selling $20, $30 million properties is a thing. Like, it's a thing. Like, it's not, he was like, oh no, like, you're a luxury agent. I hadn't sold one deal. He's like, no, you're a luxury agent. Like, you have exactly what it takes to be a luxury agent. Like, you're only gonna sell in the luxury space. You could sell other deals, but, like, you're a luxury agent, bro. Like, you're coming on my team. You're not going anywhere else. Like, no offense to any other, you know, brokerages, but, like, this is the big leagues, brother. You're here. That's it. Don't worry about it. You're in the big leagues. This is where you're gonna be. And the sense of confidence that he spoke with, I see why he's so successful. I see why right now he's in the south of France for the summer, because that's what people at that level do. And when I heard his story and he told me, like, how he started, he literally had to start with the belief. He had to start with, he was doing, you know, he was personal training, and he was doing it at Lifetime Fitness, the very expensive gym. And even though he wasn't at that caliber, he went to the places where it had that caliber of people, and he was the trainer for that caliber of people because he believed it. And then all of a sudden, when he got into real estate, those were the contacts that he had made, and he started cold calling and knocking on doors of those type of people. And guess what? What is he now? That type of person.
He's the guy, bro.
But, like, it's a membership that you pay to be around people like that.
Yeah.
To be around people that, when I bring him a $20 million deal, he's like, oh, yeah. Like, that's normal. That's normal. That's not a, what?
Right.
Oh, my God. All boots on deck. We got to get this done. It's like, no, all right. It's cool. Like, it's perfect. Ask him about, hey, I have a client that's looking for a building. Okay. That's normal. No big deal. And that type of confidence and like, just like, hey, if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. It's like, wow. I want to be like that.
Facts.
And those are the people that you have to be around, because it gives you that sense of like, oh, okay, it's possible. It's right there.
Right.
It's not a big deal. And I said it last week. We were doing some videos, and I mentioned it. It's like, how do you deal with people that are of such a high net worth? Is you act like it's normal, man. To be around a big leaguer, the worst thing that you can do is treat him like a big leaguer.
They fucking hate that.
It's like, bro, come on, dude. Are you serious?
I'm just a guy, bro.
Like, I'm just a normal dude.
I'm just a dude, bro. Yeah.
I'm just a normal person. But the minute that you start making them feel like this is some type of special thing, all of a sudden, you're done. You're done.
Celebrity, bro. If you
You're
go
done.
around celebrity,
It's a normal human, normal person.
put the pants on the same way, bro.
That's
Shit
it.
The same way.
But that's the issue with people today, is that they don't want to listen. This is going to be free.
Someone can take this podcast and break it down and just one thing, change one thing, and change the trajectory of their life and their generation.
Period.
Forever.
Period.
But
Period.
The attention span's not there, bro.
They won't do it. They won't do it.
They won't do it, bro.
It's okay, though.
Maybe
It's
one
okay.
person will, maybe 10 will. And
Brother,
that's why we're sitting down here today.
Again, if one person does it, we're successful, brother. We did exactly what we were set out to do.
100%, bro.
Because it's unfortunate that so many people don't see that. Bro, I talked to Jay, the video guy on our team. He goes, brother, like, there's no limit to what I can do. And he's talking about making millions of dollars. And it's like, bro, that's the person that I want to be around. Not somebody that's hoping that they do X, Y, and Z. No. We don't hope, we do.
That's it, bro.
Get it done, because it's possible. We were put on this earth. We're here, brother. We have access to anybody. Brother, you have a coaching program. But if somebody wants it bad enough, they could get in touch with you for free. Because I did. I watched your videos on social media for free. For free, and they motivated me.
100%.
I don't even know how much your coaching program costs, because I've never clicked on a link. But damn it, I've listened to your videos, and I've taken it, and I've used it. And it's that simple to become successful. It's there.
It's there.
Alex Hormozy, same thing. He says it all the time. Brother, I'm giving you the free game. I'm giving it to you. Take it. Use it.
Yeah.
If you want to join school, that's fine. But if you don't, that's okay too. But here's the free game. Take it.
Take it.
Brother, I've never read $100 million leads or whatever, but I've taken every bit of information from YouTube that I can to help me get hundreds of $1 millions in leads.
It's free, bro. You can really build everything that you want to a certain point for free.
Yes. Because I got here 3 years ago. I was sitting in the minor leagues. 3 years ago, I was literally sitting in the back of a bus in the minor leagues making $680 every 2 weeks for 5 months out of the year. Watching your videos.
That's crazy, man.
And now I'm sitting here with you. Did I pay for this?
No.
But I earned it.
Yeah.
But that's what people don't understand.
Is that what made you kind of want to get the license? Like what? Just like
Brother,
Instagram?
literally Instagram, watching your videos, watching people that have become successful doing this thing just absolutely pushed me and showed me that it was possible, brother. Because I would watch the stories of you being a caddy and like you would literally put that as like, bro, I was a caddy 2 years, then it was like 2 years ago I was a caddy.
Right.
Now I'm driving X, Y, Z. And I'm like, whoa, hold up.
Right.
This is definitely possible.
100%, bro.
I'm drinking and smoking and da-da-da-da, and now I'm in the gym in the best shape of my life. This year I'm gonna get in a better shape, and you keep doing it and you're proving it on social media. And I go, hold on. I don't care whatever BS everybody talks about people online and this and that. This person's doing it. I don't even know. To this day, I don't know how much you've sold, done. That doesn't matter to me. Mm-hmm. But the point that you get up every day and push something, and even social media is not easy.
No.
The fact that you're putting yourself out there and continuing to push and push and push, that was enough to motivate me. You connected it to real estate, so that's why I got my real estate license. Mm-hmm. But besides that, seeing somebody that has and puts energy into something every day, I respect that. And that's why when I saw you at the fight, I go, brother, I've been wanting to see you for such a long time and tell you thank you.
I appreciate that, bro. Because sometimes on social media, it's like what we talked about earlier, amplifying the positive and suffocating the negative.
Yep.
Like, you know, the video that I showed you guys.
Yeah.
Bro, like, sometimes you open the comment and you read it and you're like, why would you say that, bro? You know? Why would you say that, bro? Like, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
You got a piece of content, and put it out of context. Why would you say that, you know? But then it's like, you can focus on that all day. I can go in there and scroll and look at these negative comments all day. Or I can focus on your positive comment and make my week. And propel me to do more and more and more and more and more. You know?
I don't know if you ever have a moment of doubt. I don't know if you do
sure.
or you don't. But brother, I'm telling you, keep going. Because brother, you changed my life. You're going to change other people's lives. You're going to continue to do what you're doing. And it is powerful, bro. Excuse my language. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, fuck
For
everybody else and keep doing what you're doing, brother. Because I'm sitting here as a living testimony. And there's a lot of other people that I owe a lot of things to. But you're somebody that I owe something to as well. Because your videos motivated me to be sitting here today having this conversation.
That's crazy, bro. Because you know the story. I used to go to the UM games and be like, I want to be like that guy. You were my favorite player on that team.
Thank you, bro.
You're left-handed. I'm left-handed. And you obviously played 2 years apart in high school, and then like you were a fucking stud. You're a stud. So it's crazy that it comes full circle. You know what I'm saying? It comes full circle, and we got to keep going, bro. We got to keep showing people that it's possible, because it really is, bro. I said it all the time. I said it in a YouTube video like 2 weeks ago. I am not the smartest cookie on earth, bro. I am not. You like, I learned how to cook steak like yesterday. I cooked the steak and I was like, oh, this is how you do it. Is this raw? Is this raw? Like, I don't know how to do a lot of things. If I try to throw out the trash bag rips up and the trash goes on the floor, and I'm like, am I an idiot, bro? I'm not the smartest cookie on earth. I literally barely graduated high school, got like 8 college credits, but I got my balls put on right, bro. I have courage, and I'll take risks all day, bro.
Keep going.
All day, bro. That's what people need to understand, though, bro. It's not about how witty or smart you are or how perfectly timed your next move is. It's how many moves do you make, and how many times are you able to get knocked and punched in your jaw and shake that shit off and get right back up, bro.
That's it, bro. That's it.
You know how many cold calls I had to make where I still get told to fuck. People love my content because I post the calls where they tell me to fuck off. I'm not God. I just try one more time, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
Get on the phone and call again. Keep calling.
Bro, you're one call away, bro. The $6 million listing that I have right now was one phone call that I made that's turned into five luxury transactions.
No, bro.
You know what I'm saying? God knows where this relationship could lead.
Yeah.
But it's all perspective. You can look at it one-dimensionally about what it's going to do today, outcome-oriented, or you can look about the process. What is this one relationship? What could this lead to? What impact can we make together? What can we do in the future? What could this one phone call lead to? What could this one deal lead to? But people look at it from this perspective of scarcity and limiting and scared. Bro, let's be real for a second. We are not going to exist on this earth one day.
No.
And in 3 generations, nobody will tell our name. So you take that with a grain of salt, bro, and you really think about that sometimes. You know, I don't like the concept of death. I don't like talking about it. It scares the fuck out of me, and I get into panic attacks sometimes because I really do like life. I feel like I got so much to do. But when you got to think about it hardcore and understand, bro, that if you were to die today, the people that you care so much about their opinions, number one, they're probably not even thinking about you as much as you think they are. And number two, they'll forget about you in 3 months, bro. You'll be like a passing thought sometimes, you know, for the exception of your mom, your grandma, maybe your kids and stuff. Mostly everybody else that you make your decisions based on, they will not think about you, bro. You will be forgotten. So I'm just like, bro, I'm a crazy motherfucker, bro. People get around me in the first 20 minutes of them being with me, like, bro, you're like weird. You're like too much. You're intense. You know? I'm like, oh, I'm all in or all out, bro. You don't know where you want, bro. There is no gray area, bro. Black or white, dog. What do you want? All in or all out? If you're going to do something, do it. Because you're going to die, bro, at the end of the day. Like, I live life like that. We could go tomorrow, bro. We could go tomorrow. You do not know, bro. I'm not saying be reckless or careless. Be intentional. If you're going to do something, do it. If you're not going to do it, don't do it. If you're going to love hard. If you're going to play hard. If you're going to lose hard. All in or all out, bro. And that's the kind of people I want to get myself around. It's hard to find that because people want you to tone it down.
Oh my gosh,
tone it down.
I hate that.
Bro, tone it down, bro. Look at your life, bro.
You're doing too much.
You're here for a reason, bro. God put you. You have a heartbeat for a reason, bro. You have whatever vision you have in your mind. It's not a coincidence. It's there for a reason. But don't tone it down, bro. Don't tone it down. Tone it up, bro.
Yep. Turn it up. There's always more. If there's more, get it out.
Turn it up, bro.
Get it out. That is exactly why you have to wake up every day and chase more. And brother, whether you're alone or you're not alone, it doesn't matter. They said it. Who said it? Is it Lil Wayne said it? It's lonely at the top, bro. Or Drake said it, whatever. It's true. Mm-hmm. There's not many people like it. So it's going to be hard to find it. And guess what?
Yeah, when you got God, bro, it's like...
Amen. That's it. That's the only person.
You know?
That's it.
That's because our parents are going to die eventually.
Amen.
You know?
I know.
And our kids are going to get older, and then there's going to be a point in time where you've had everything you've ever wanted. And as long as it's you and him, bro, and like you're proud of what you've done, and I'm a big believer in honesty and integrity. Of course, I've done things that I shouldn't have done in the past, and I learned from them.
Yeah.
I try to remain as honest and integral as I possibly can, bro.
Yep.
Like that's why my sometimes I'm frustrated because I see these people that are flexing their Richard Milles and their cars, and of course I want nice stuff and nice vacations, but you don't know the half the shit that some people did to get there. I'm never gonna sacrifice my integrity for more money faster ever,
Yep.
and I'll get rewarded for that one day, bro. 100%. You'll see me at the top forever.
That's it.
We were talking about something else earlier. Some people don't get what they want at a certain point in time because they're not ready to keep it.
Oh, that's a good one, bro.
It's like, why don't I have it yet, bro? Because you're not ready to keep it, and you don't understand that you're gonna get it, so you can keep it and steward it and pass it along. You know what I'm saying? If you just want the money for wanting the money, you're not gonna get it.
Wrong reason.
Because God doesn't want to give it to you to just have you lose it. God's gonna give it to you so you can keep it, but more importantly, so you can steward it, so you can keep passing it along. And until you have the characteristics of that person, right? Morals, values, integrity, honesty, tenacity, consistency, determination, grit, you're not going to get it, bro. So when you pray for a better outcome in your life, guess what you get sent? Storms. Bro, when the worst shit, like this past weekend, bro, I just had an amazing mastermind, bro. Full transparency. Amazing mastermind. One of the best events I've ever done. And I just fired 8 people 2-3 weeks ago. My business on paper was upside down. A week later, I've just had the best week I've had in months. But because when the storm came, I go, all right.
I got it.
You guys, no. I go, okay, cool. You got something cooking for me. I got you. I'm gonna pass the test. I'm not gonna flinch. I'm not gonna fold under pressure, and I'm gonna act and I'm gonna deliver. Because you're testing me right now. Because you're cooking something big for me. Because when you ask for a lot, bro, you're not gonna get a lot. You're not gonna get a gift box with a wrap and a bow on it. You're gonna get everything that you need to go through to build the person you need to become, to keep it and steward it later on in life, bro.
Yo, you hit it on the head, and I need to make this point because it is going to kill me if I don't. Brother, God keeps sending you those tests till you react the right way to those tests.
Until you pass.
If you don't pass, you're not going to get to the next level. Mm-hmm. It's like school. It's like, oh, school sucks. No. They give you a test. If you pass it, you go forward. If you don't pass it, you stay in the same grade. Yeah. Right? It's the same thing that God does. Hey, here's a hard test. People sit and say, why me? Why does all these bad things keep happening to me? Because you haven't taken a bad thing that's happened to you and gone, God, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I only pray for adversity. People think I'm lying.
That's all it takes, though. That's all it takes. For you to take a moment that is looked at by somebody else as a situation that's bad and look at it and go, I'm going to be okay. Thank you, God. Like, I understand this. It sucks. Yes, we're all human. We understand that this might suck right here, but I'm going to be okay and I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. God goes, oh, there, he's different. Mm-hmm. He can handle more. Now they give you more. And guess what? With great pressure comes great responsibility.
Yeah, bro, this is, yeah.
Like,
that's another topic that we can definitely...
It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. People think that success is easy. No, it's hard. It's hard and boring.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you get an adversity of a moment, right, an adverse moment, and you react in a negative way, God's not going to give you more because you can't handle it.
Correct.
You cannot handle it.
Correct.
You're sinking in a cup of water. So you don't get that cup of water and go, bro, this isn't going to drown me. I'm good.
Yeah.
Then he gives you a jar. Then he gives you a gallon. Then he gives you a 10-gallon. Then he gives you a freaking ocean for you to play with. Whatever I haven't gotten, I haven't earned yet.
100%, bro.
Period. I have not earned it.
100%.
Whatever I get, I earn. So I got to keep showing God that I'm good. I'm ready for more. I passed this test. Come on, give me the next one.
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
No.
And they don't want to. They don't want to accept that the only way that bad things stop coming is when you start handling bad things better.
The truth is also that bad things are never going to stop coming. You just get better at handling them.
That's it. That's it. That is it. That is period. It's it. How many times does this happen? You talk to somebody and you go, they complain. They get something that would seem positive, but then they keep complaining. And they keep complaining. And they keep complaining. And it's like, all right, so we got two people. One's thinking about positive, one thinking about negative. Every time this one gets something that supposedly is good, they keep talking about the negative. Every time this one gets something that is good, they continue to talk about the positive. Let's say they both get to the same point. Would you rather live a life thinking about the positive or a life thinking about the negative? If we look at it as a whole,
Both
same life,
take the same effort.
same path. Let's say everybody's the same success. Me and you right here. I make 100 million, you make 100 million. But during that part, all of it, I was negative. And you were positive. And we look at the end, which life would you rather live? The negative or the positive?
Positive.
Okay. So then why do we worry so much about the negative?
It's the beliefs, bro. That's why you gotta get to the core of them. You know, it takes inner work. It takes a lot of thought and thinking to understand where your beliefs came from, and which beliefs on a daily basis you're gonna accept or deny. You're in the elevator. Someone starts talking something, and you hear an idea. Oh, are you gonna reject it or are you gonna accept it? It's tough, bro. It's tough. It takes a long time for you to get into that mindset. That's why mentorship is so important, because you need somebody to guide you through that change. It's a change. It's like a funeral. You die every so often, and a new person. You become a new person, because it's everywhere, bro. Especially with social media, so many different ideas, and a lot of these influencers that are online, they're talking about their experience, their perspective, because that's all they know.
Yeah.
And they might be talking in chapter 20, and you're in chapter 1, and you're like, oh fuck, now I got to do something different. You have to learn how to accept and deny ideas, and really get clear on the goal, bro. Get your mind set on the goal and only accept ideas that correlate with that goal, and deny any idea that does not correlate with that goal. If you were to break it down simply, identify the goal, set your mind on it, and then any idea, write down all the ideas that correlate with that goal, and write down all the ones that don't, and just accept and deny. That's it. It's simple, bro, but very, very complicated at the same time.
Yo, you did it.
This is amazing, bro.
That was dope.
I'm so excited to pump this out, bro.